President Trump's verbal assaults on a black congressman and his Baltimore district are still ricocheting across Washington and beyond tonight. The president tweeted again today, attacking Democrat Elijah Cummings, who chairs the House Oversight Committee. That panel is investigating Mr. Trump on several fronts. But Maryland's Republican Governor Larry Hogan called the president's remarks outrageous, and he said enough is enough. We'll get details after the news summary. Police in California are searching for a motive after a teenage gunman killed 3 people and wounded at least a dozen. It happened Sunday at the annual Gilroy Garlic Festival, southeast of San Francisco. People ran for safety, but police quickly intervened and killed the shooter.
We had thousands of people there in a very small area, and, it could have gone so much worse so fast. And so I'm really proud that they got there as quickly as they did and that they were successful in taking the threat out of the equation.
The gunman was identified as 19-year-old Santino William Ligon, who lived near the festival site. He carried an assault-type rifle that he bought legally in Nevada earlier this month. Those killed included a 6-year-old boy, a 13-year-old girl, and a man in his 20s. In Brazil, at least 52 prison inmates were killed today in a prison riot between rival crime gangs. The violence erupted at the Altamira prison in Brazil's northern state of Para. Authorities said that 16 of the victims were beheaded and others died of asphyxiation. Inmates also set fires to keep guards at bay. The death toll has reached 20 in Afghanistan after a Sunday suicide bombing aimed at a vice presidential candidate. Amrullah Saleh was one of 50 injured in the attack. The blast sliced exteriors off buildings in Kabul and destroyed nearby vehicles. It came as campaigning began for the September election. Meanwhile, the U.S. military announced that an Afghan soldier killed 2 American service members today. Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny was discharged from a Moscow hospital today amid fears he might have been poisoned. He was rushed there Sunday, showing symptoms of a severe allergic reaction. His doctor said Navalny showed signs of exposure to something toxic.
The diagnosis was contact dermatitis. What does that mean? That there was some kind of agent, a chemical substance that caused this reaction. I urged my colleagues that he should be left under medical supervision for at least 3 more days. However, sadly, he was escorted by police to the detention room just now.
Navalny was returned to a jail where he's serving a 30-day sentence for calling a protest without official permission. Saturday's demonstration in Moscow may have been the largest anti-Kremlin rally in a decade. More than 1,400 protesters were arrested. China defended Hong Kong police today after they battled pro-democracy protesters again over the weekend. The Chinese also blamed the West for fomenting the violence. Thousands marched in the streets on Sunday, the 8th consecutive week of demonstrations. After nightfall, police in riot gear fired rubber bullets and tear gas to break up the crowds. Back in this country, the U.S. Senate failed to override President Trump's veto of efforts to block arms sales to Saudi Arabia. A bipartisan group of lawmakers came up short of the 2/3 majority needed. They had targeted the arms sales in response to the Saudis' war in Yemen and the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. President Trump vetoed those measures last week. The president today signed a compensation bill for 911 responders, extending benefits for decades to come. He was surrounded by some of those emergency responders, firefighters and others, and their families for the signing ceremony in the White House Rose Garden. The fund compensates those who contracted illnesses after exposure to toxic fumes. The new law will guarantee benefits through 2092. And on Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained nearly 29 points to close at 27,221. The Nasdaq fell almost 37 points, and the S&P 500 slipped about 5. Still to come on the NewsHour, the president lobs insults against Baltimore, and Baltimore hits back. A critical staffing shakeup at the top of the U.S. intelligence community. New evidence emerges in the case of the Boeing jets that went into fatal nosedives. Can a politically mixed marriage survive under President Trump? And much more.